Ahead on DC News Now.
Rain and storms are on their way. First from a front, then from Debbie. We'll talk about when you should expect some wet weather.
All eyes on the remnants of Tropical Storm Debbie. They could be headed our way by the end of the week. Coming up, how power crews are preparing now. The stage is set for the presidential election. What we know about Vice President Kamala Harris's running mate as reaction to her pick pour in.
We're going to have face painters, bouncy castles, trains.
National Night Out is here.
It's a family event.
How you can get in on all the fun across the DMV. And learning without cell phones. It's a new reality for some students heading back to school as early as today. How one Virginia school district is getting a handle on screen time.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Ed, thanks for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Just in at 4, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin has declared a state of emergency, signaling a potential impact from Tropical Storm Debbie in the Commonwealth.
And you may not see the direct impact for a few days, but we are expecting a few storms to roll through the region this afternoon.
Now we have live team coverage as we track the tropics. DC News Now's Randy Bass is standing by with more on this state of emergency and how Virginia is prepping.
But first, meteorologist Damon Madsen joins us in the Weather Center. Damon, what's the latest?
Well, yes, Debbie certainly is the talker, guys, as we go over these next few days. All eyes are on that tropical system that is still having some major impact along the East Coast, down across the Carolinas, parts of Georgia, where it has pretty much stalled out, and that means repetitive rounds of tropical, very heavy rainfall in South and now North Carolina, with a few storms and showers from that system making it to Virginia Beach. So we're already seeing some of the tropical impacts in parts of Virginia. But for today, our focus, or more immediate threat here, is a front that is off to our north. You see here in the yellow, that's a severe thunderstorm watch across the entire state of Pennsylvania, just north of the DMV. And that is because that front is producing a couple of clusters of strong severe thunderstorms that are just barely north of us near York and Lancaster. But if you look down closer to parts of the DMV, we've only had one strong thunderstorm just outside of Baltimore. So far, it's been quiet, but a lot of that activity in Pennsylvania is expected to drop south and make its way into the DMV later this evening, going into the start of the night tonight. So some of our counties to the north, get ready for a rather stormy evening ahead. And then there's the potential that this activity could drop all the way down toward the district and parts of northern Virginia once we head later in the night. So we'll talk more about the thunderstorm threat that is ahead of us today and detail out what we should expect from Debbie's remnants later this week. That's all coming up in your full forecast here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Right now, Virginia is under a state of an emergency as the Commonwealth prepares for the potential impacts from Tropical Storm Debbie. Governor Glenn Youngkin just announced a state of emergency a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and areas prone to flooding in Virginia and around the DMV are getting ready for a rainfall later this week.
DC News Now's Randy Bass is live in Old Town Alexandria with how people are already preparing. Hey, Randy.
Hey there, guys. Yes, the governor just a few minutes ago declaring that state of emergency here in the Commonwealth, just making sure that Virginia can be as prepared as possible when Tropical Storm Debbie starts to make her way toward Virginia and the rest of the DMV here later this week. But Old Town Alexandria, where we are right now, of course, no stranger to flooding. Local business owners we talked to today say they've seen the floodwaters get up to the 7, 8, and almost even 9-foot mark in years past when we've seen floodwaters reach those high levels here before. Not planning to see anything like that, of course, later this week, as that is still yet to be seen as the forecast gets clearer as we head into later this week. Though, again, here in Old Town, not a lot of preparation happening yet, but a lot of that is going to be happening as we head into later this week with heavy rain, strong winds, and potential for storms in the forecast. No sandbags or anything out like that right now. Here, though, we stopped by Alexandria's Dominion Energy Station today, where they're already preparing and getting crews and trucks ready to roll out to get the lights back on if power goes out. We talked with linemen. Those are the guys on the ground when things start to go south. If Debbie misses the DMV, it doesn't mean they're totally off the hook. And if you do see them out making repairs later this week, be sure to give them plenty of space to work.
The biggest question we get is normally, when the powers come back on, and most of the time when we get those questions, we're in the middle of a critical task. So we just ask that, customers and bystanders just kind of give us a little bit of space to work, and, we appreciate the thank yous.
There is a chance that if we're not working locally, if the Tropical Storm Debbie doesn't affect the Alexandria or Arlington district, we will potentially be going to help one of our sister districts.
And since we are still a few days out from potentially feeling those impacts from Tropical Storm Debbie, Dominion Energy and its crews are reminding everybody now's a great time to get prepared at home. Make sure you've got plenty of water, food, emergency chargers, and batteries stocked up in case Debbie does make her way up here to the DMV. Live in Alexandria, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. Meantime, Maryland Governor Wes Moore just signing a state of preparedness declaration ahead of Debbie's possible arrival. The move allowing the Department of Emergency Management to better plan for and respond quickly to weather emergencies.
Well, DC News Now is your local election headquarters. Right now, a lot of reaction pouring in after Vice President and Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris announced her pick for VP.
Minnesota Governor Tim Walz will be her running mate. They'll appear together at a rally in Philadelphia this evening.
In Virginia, Democrats are saying that with his Midwestern upbringing, experience in the Army National Guard, and in Congress, Walz's background makes him the perfect choice to reach out across America. On the flip side, Republicans say that he's too liberal for the country.
To a basic gut instinct personal level, he's the kind of guy you want to invite into your living room and have come for dinner and sit and drink a beer with and just talk through things.
As an individual who has come onto the Harris ticket, he buys into and possesses full responsibility for the dysfunctions that we have seen over the last 4 years.
Now, the Maryland Democratic Party weighing in today, calling the selection of Walz a progressive and working class champion whose small town values will contrast sharply with the divisive politics of the GOP's MAGA extremism. Now, they say they are proud to stand behind both candidates. We've reached out to the Maryland GOP party for a comment, but so far we have not heard back. And we'll hear more about Walz's background and how Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump is reacting straight ahead at 4:15 here on DC News Now.
New information out of Maryland. We now know the names of 2 Frederick County officers who shot a man at a Super 8 motel. Corporal Alex Mendez of the Frederick County Sheriff's Office and Officer Connor Wasleben of the Frederick County Police Department. Both remain on paid leave. The man who was critically shot is identified as Jack Primer. The shooting happened Friday morning at the motel on Monocacy Boulevard. Police say that Primer, who was wanted for child sex crimes, refused to come out of his room, prompting the shooting. Well, police agencies across the region are gearing up for National Night Out.
Yeah, it's a night full of games, fun, and most importantly, building trust between police and the community. Let's take a live look at some of the fun that can be had at National Night Out in Northeast CC. You're encouraged to bring the whole family. Most events in the DMV are kicking off around 5 p.m. To find out where the fun is closest to you, you can head to our website right now, dcnewsnow.com. And right now over in Prince George's County today is the special primary election to replace ex-councilmember Mel Franklin. Voters have until tonight 8 to cast their ballots at the polls. 9 Democrats and 4 Republicans are vying for the open spot. The special general election will be held November 5th. Franklin, who served 14 years, resigned after being charged with embezzlement of campaign funds.
Well, believe it or not, some students in Virginia are back in the classroom already. In Fredericksburg Public Schools, they're kicking off the new year with a new cell phone policy. And students in pre-K through 5th grade are not allowed to have phones at school, while students 6th through 12th grades will be required to lock up their phones in special pouches until the end of the day. When the school year kicks off in Fairfax County, some students will have to put their phones into magnetic pouches as well. 7 Fairfax County middle schools are trying this out as part of a pilot program. Now, if there's an emergency, FCPS says that parents can call the school's front office.
Meantime, Howard University is getting a historic $175 million endowment. That gift from Bloomberg Philanthropies will support the school's College of Medicine. 3 other historically black medical schools are also receiving that funding. That donation totals $600 million, making it the largest gift ever to HBCUs.